Yo, we super live.
Yeah.
A lot of it. Yeah. All right, let's go. Yeah.
We here.
We are.
Another episode live of
The Culture Club.
Yes, I'm your girl Stasia.
I'm your local homeboy, Crisis M. Banks. Was popping.
And I'm Smooth the Dude.
And we got all kinds of fun news. How was your guys' week, by the way?
Man,
Your weekend was nice? It was gorgeous
It was
out?
alright. It was alright.
Man, my weekend was actually nice. I actually held a lap dance in lingerie.
That's right! I missed out.
Oh my, how was that?
It was interesting, man.
Okay.
It was very good. It was very good. I will say that much. I had a good time. The ladies had a great time, and it was good.
Are you guys already planning the next event yet for that? When?
Of course. Mother's Day. I'm gonna be quiet though. I'm gonna be quiet about it now, but we got something to plan for Mother's Day.
Nice,
Great. Yeah.
nice. Shout out to all the
What
mothers.
about you, Stacia? What you got? What you doing for the
Geez, what did I do for the weekend? That's when you know. I think I just relaxed, cleaned at home, spent some time outside because it was nice out, and
Yeah.
that's just about it.
Yeah, well, Monday was my birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, happy birthday to me.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, for sure. So
Did you do anything special?
I really didn't. I'm gonna do something this weekend.
Okay,
What's
what's the move?
Not too sure just yet.
Okay.
but, we gonna try
But
to
we
make
know it's
something.
gonna happen this
We gonna make
weekend,
something
so.
shake though, for sure.
Tight. So man, we here now.
We are definitely-
Let's just jump in it. Let's.
One of my favorite rappers is, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Meek Mill is out, man. Your boy
Yes.
Meek Mill is free.
Free Meek.
It's about to go down this summer.
Yeah,
I
free
think we are gonna have a hot summer. Meek Mill is about to drop 3 intros tomorrow.
That's about to be probably just crazy.
Like ridiculous. So how do y'all feel? Like, man, how do y'all feel Meek Mill being, you know what I'm saying? He touched down and the city's been going crazy. The world has been going crazy. How do y'all feel about Meek Mill right now? Do y'all think that he
So excited because I've been that person that's been like, I don't know if you guys know Rick Ross, but Rick Ross is very close with Meek Mill, and on my timeline he will randomly tweet like almost every day free Meek, almost every day since Meek has been in prison.
Right.
And I'm like, that is some major dedication, that's some friendship right there. But I've been like that person too, you know.
Yeah.
Whenever a topic comes up or Kodak Black's in jail and he just got out, I'm like, no, throw him back in, but let Meek Mill, you know, out. So I'm so glad because I do love Meek Mill's music. The fact that when a rapper goes away to prison or to jail, for especially the kind of like reasons that he went to jail for,
Yeah.
it really like you lose an artist.
Definitely,
It's almost like
definitely,
losing an artist. That means how that person's locked up for 5 years.
Yeah,
that means 5 years without
5 years.
music from that person.
Yeah.
And then you already know last time he was locked up, he came out with some fires. So, you know, I'm just waiting for that to drop now.
I think that Meek Mill had a redo. Now the reasons why I say that, right? When Meek Mill went to jail originally, he got out. He was with Nicki Minaj, and he put out an album that was kind of, to me,
Yeah,
it was
it
cool.
was,
It was cool, but
Yeah,
I think Meek was sitting on a situation where no matter what he put out was going to be like great at the time because it was so anticipated.
Yeah.
But now I think that we have, with him being gone, we had a void in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
And now that he's out, he kind of has his own like lane. Like he's going to give us that up tempo. This is like that flaunt rap, but it's gonna be perfect for the radio to feel.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's gonna vibe with it. And I just can't.
Do you think it's going to be something about him going to prison?
Definitely.
I hope.
I really
I
feel like it's
hope.
going to be that.
Definitely.
I really feel like he got a lot to say. He's been in
Yeah.
jail for a while, so I feel like
5 months,
he got
yeah.
some stuff to get off his chest for sure. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be some stuff that person, like you said, like radio ready. But it's also going to be, we're going to get them a couple bangers too that
Yeah.
we just like.
I can't wait. And for those who are in the live, man, feel free to comment below. Let us know how you feel. Do you think Meek Mill getting out? Do you think that he's gonna have to shake the rust off and do a few singles, or do you think he already got a few hits already in the bank under his belly, ready to release right now? Feel free to let us know, man. Most definitely.
I think real quick to add on to that, I think his very first day out, he went to the game and
Yeah.
he spent it with his son and Kevin Hart, which once again, like a lot of people forget that he has a child, and to be away from that child and that very first day he gets out, I think that's so interesting that he even goes out in public, and of course with his son, and then Kevin Hart, of course. So, what a better way to spend your first day out?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna say, I think that's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool that he is doing the music, and it is, that we got anticipated music to release, or he's in a position where he's like, oh, we can finally get some music from Meek Mill and he's free. I think the most important thing right now is that he is reunited with his son from 5 months ago.
That's
because
important.
for those who didn't know, like, he didn't want his son to visit him at all. He didn't want his son to see him in prison.
Yeah.
So that was a dope thing. You know what I'm saying? So his son finally got a chance to really
Oh my
see him.
gosh.
So that's what makes it super dope.
That's
you know
super
what I
dope,
mean?
right.
That's super dope. So I salute Meek Mill with that much. You know what I'm saying? I think that's super dope. And I think we should move on to one of the albums that we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. Your man J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Yes.
K.O.D.
Cold World dropped K.O.D. A lot of mixed reviews about this album.
Really?
Yeah. How do y'all feel about it?
Well, everything I've heard is positive. When I first heard it, I did enjoy it. I would say, is it his best? No. Was it as catchy as his other ones? No. I think it had a lot of meaning to it, which, of course, what else do you expect from a J. Cole album? And I think there were a couple bangers, and I don't know if I want to like set that aside until we start talking about the actual songs that we like, but I actually saw someone tweet, because, you know, he talked a lot about money issues and money problems, and there was even a tweet who said, like, you can only understand this J. Cole album if you're like $20,000 in student debt or something like that, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, Smooth. How you feel?
Man, I really, honestly, my opinion on it right now, I really like what he did. He barred out, like he had some bars in the album for sure. I'm really not liking the beats.
I
the beats
agree.
were
Yeah,
kind of subpar for me. But I don't know, man. I'm giving it like a 7 out of 10.
I would give the same rating, actually. Yeah,
Sure.
7 out of 10. And I think I don't think that's being generous. I think that's
just my real feeling.
I don't think I would go.
Am I the only one who didn't really like the album though? Like, I real life didn't care to.
What would you?
Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel.
All right. So first, I thought the album was cool. Like, I thought it was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cole dropped another project. It's a nice. Okay, cool. But I didn't think the album was as great as it should have been. The production behind it was cool, but it wasn't Forest Hill Drive. I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that.
I agree.
I'm there with you.
I
I'm there
agree.
with you.
And you know, it's one of those situations where when people have a topic, they stay too much on the topic instead of being more so about the whole project, if that makes any sense. And I felt like he was more so tied in on trying to make the project he was trying to make the project more of a like, oh yeah, this is going to be a conversational piece.
Yeah.
It's going to be more. It's going to be about this, and it's going to lead to that, and it's going to lead to that, and it led to him. I felt like he didn't give us a full J. Cole album because he was so busy focusing on trying to deliver that message.
That
to
message,
us.
yeah.
And I don't think it had no strong replay value to me. I like 3 or 4 songs.
I love how you say replay value.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a good
great
word.
way
That's a
to
good word. That's a good-
evaluate
Yeah,
a song or an album.
Definitely. I think that, yeah, like I think I like a few songs off the album. I like Meditate. Is it Meditate Don't Medicate? I believe
Yeah.
that's the song.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
I like that song. I vibe to ATM.
ATM's pretty good.
And it's another song. I can't think of the name off the top of my head right now, but
Motivate
is a real good song. Those 3 songs are real good. I like those songs a lot. I definitely would listen to it if the album come on in a car while I'm driving. I definitely will. I would definitely
Turn up the volume?
I would definitely have to turn the songs,
Yeah, for
take it to like a couple of them to turn to the next
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Shout out to my dog Michael Merkins Jr. aka King Throttle. He said that he felt the J. Cole album had great flow and mediocre beats.
Exactly.
Definitely
Yeah,
agree.
definitely.
I definitely agree with
Yeah, and feel free to drop comments also. What do you guys think about the J. Cole album? Did you listen
Right.
to it? Also, what was your favorite song? I think one of my favorite songs, why can't I remember it now? It's the one where he rap Addict or or Addiction.
Yeah.
The one where he raps
It's
about
once an addiction.
once an addiction, once an addict. Yeah, because you can tell he really goes into
Oh,
the story
yeah.
about
I know
his
that song.
mother.
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing that I love about J. Cole's raps, it's one of those things where it's like almost like a storyline, and you really listen to it, and you're like, wow, like he's so good at painting a story, and his lyrics are a story and poetry. So I really appreciate him for that. And then I don't know if you heard Kevin's Heart, which the first time I read the title, I was like, this, this has got to be about Kevin Hart, because this is a little too related not to be so. And after listening to the song and also looking up the lyrics, he was throwing shade at Kevin Hart. Pretty much the song is about having an addiction to drugs, but also having an addiction to cheating. Because cheating really, I think, can be seen as an addiction. Tristan Thompson.
Oh,
man.
Holy shit.
Fired.
That came out of nowhere.
Shots
Good
fired.
job, Stacia.
So
Good job.
it can be an
was good.
addiction. And almost it kind of seemed like, I don't know, would you think maybe even Kevin Hart has an addiction? Now that may be a separate topic because it's happened a couple times, but I haven't seen, like, if you were Kevin Hart, would you take this literally? Would you be offended by it? Because pretty much he made Kevin Hart the subject of cheating.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin Hart.
But I think Kevin Hart kind of deserves that. So
Yeah, I don't think he took it to heart. No pun intended. I think it was just more so like, yeah, it happened. It's in the world. The world knows about it. And he and J. Cole took a spin upon it. And if y'all watch the video, he actually makes Kevin Hart the main feature in the video. So it's a good spin. It's definitely a good spin. I'm also hearing a lot of people about the KOD album. A lot of people are telling me, like I've heard, that they feel like he's kind of trying to be Kendrick Lamar, or there's a strong reminder of Wale. So for those who are listening out there, do y'all agree that J. Cole had caught a little bit of reference off of Kendrick Lamar or Wale or any of those artists? Who do y'all think that he can? Y'all heard when y'all listened to this album? I see Throttle. He also said that he wanted to be Kung Fu Kenny. I personally, I don't agree, but I don't disagree either. Like I think
I'm
think I'm the same way too. I don't agree, but I don't disagree. So,
yeah.
I feel like on some songs you really get him and his flow. Like I really feel like his flow is still there. It's not that he's trying to be somebody else. You know what I mean? But I do hear like, his cadence is a little bit different on this album versus, his other albums or mixtapes and stuff like that. So
don't you feel like it's almost hard not to, though? Because first of all, they're very good friends, I believe, especially in the music industry. And they would be great on a song together. I know he was on Jeezy's, but it wasn't really like the project that I was hoping for both of them. Yeah. But I mean, you take a look at Kendrick, who's winning almost like a Nobel Peace Prize practically.
Right.
And then you have someone like that who's also maybe like you're close with, and I feel like it's almost hard not to sound like that.
I feel like you can be inspired by his friends, you know what I mean? I feel like it's more of an inspiration thing more than trying to copy a flow or something like that. I think it's just like, maybe that's his friend, so it's like, man, I look up to what he do, you know what I mean? So
definitely.
I don't look at it as like a copy, maybe just more of an inspiration. So
that's dope. I mean, I look at it more of, I guess, I think everyone's inspired by somebody. You know what I mean? Everybody's inspired by something. So
for sure.
I don't think that it was like more so like, this sound like Kendrick could be on this, so I'm gonna do a Kendrick flow to this. I think it was just more so like I think people are so caught on to the fact that Kendrick that's his style of music, and that's the only person you can compare it to. So when you hear artists actually having some type of content of that same nature, you're going to be easy to throw it in a box and be like, oh, he's trying to be Kendrick, or oh, he's trying to be conscious like Wale or whoever else, and that's who he's trying to sound like. Well, I don't think that's really the case. I just look at it like, man, it's good music. If it's good music, just vibe out to it, man. Listen to it. Don't take it for who they trying to sound like. Did you get the message? Did you like the music? That's how I look at it. For sure. Me personally.
And thoroughly listen to it, and before you speak on it. I think that's important. You really need to listen to what's being said. Listen to the music, listen to the actual production, and then have your take on what you think about it.
Definitely. So I think that for those who are checking this out right now, kind of speaking on this J. Cole album. Drop a comment. Let us know if you thought it was fire. Let us know if you thought it was poop. Give us those emojis.
The poop emoji, yeah, exactly.
Man, let us know how y'all felt about it. Give us your honest opinion. Do y'all like the album? What songs did y'all like from the album? And while we wrap that up, I think it's quite necessary to talk since we are on albums, right?
There we go.
We on albums and we talk about good music. You know what I'm saying? I think it's quite it's necessary to talk about this man Kanye West.
It's hard not to.
Kanye West and this good music. This guy is on fire right now. I think this all started a few days ago.
Yeah, this didn't even start a few days ago. I'll tell you, this started probably a week ago. Because if you remember before, he didn't have anything on his Twitter account. He deleted it. He had tweeted one time a while ago and then deleted it. Like almost like a couple weeks behind as well. And then about a week or two ago, he just started one after another. And at first, there was something he talked about being on court, I think, with Kobe or something like that. And he just started, giving out a little bit of those inspirational quotes. And at first, I thought, I was like, oh, this is, someone with a fake account putting stuff out. And because it was just becoming consistent, which is so weird because Kanye never posted anything and deleted it. And I was like, oh, this is probably going to get deleted. But we're here now, and it's gotten a lot worse.
Yeah,
definitely.
He's been really on a roll.
Well, let's go ahead and start with, first of all, one of the things that he had mentioned when he first started getting back on Twitter was about a couple albums that he's working on and is looking to drop.
Yeah, it's the fact that, okay, so when I first seen this, I just knew this is a crazy, Kanye is, let's throw it out there. Kanye is definitely the king of marketing. I feel personally, Kanye knows exactly what to say. Kanye knows exactly what to do to make the people, to get attention from the people, to make sure people are riled up and know exactly what's going on. Right. Kanye has been killing it. So the fact that he just jumped on and he just tweeted Pusha T and he just dropped the date. Then he says, I'm dropping 7 songs on this date. Oh yeah, by the way, me and Cudi got this project coming out on this day.
Right.
Then he says, oh, and Tiana Taylor is dropping her project on this day. Then he ends it with Nas dropping this day.
You see, he even posted a picture of him in a really happy mood. He's like, I feel like a little kid when I'm working with Nas or something like that.
So not only that, I felt the same way seeing all that information because I feel like Pusha T is one of those artists who can talk about the same. He can have the same content until I turn 75. Cool with me. I'm down with that, man. I'm cool with it. I think Pusha T is one of the best dope rappers.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's in my top.
Dope. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those. He really Jeezy or he's one of those artists who can really rap about that lifestyle and it never gets old to me. And I love it. I love every minute of it. So the fact that we about to have more of that out here, it just it turned me up. You know what I'm saying? It turned me up completely.
When was the last time Pusha T came out with something?
Was it My Name Is My Name?
My Name Is Mine.
Which is how long ago?
I want to say 3 years. 3 years. 3 years ago. Yeah. Push been on hiatus, but he been dropping a few. But see, I knew it was something with Pusha T because I heard him on Don Q's album, and he had a verse that was amazing. So I knew it was something. I knew it was gonna be something crazy. I knew it was only a matter of time before Push was gonna come back. And in every project, not to mention every project is produced by Kanye West. Yeah. So imagine. So just imagine how this is about.
Have they worked together before?
Who?
Kanye
Pusha T and
yes. Yeah. Numbers on the board. Yep. My lord, that was a joint.
They definitely have.
Yeah,
he did. He was featured on Runaway too.
He did.
So it's gonna be a good. I think it's gonna be real great for the whole look of good music. I think that Tiana Taylor got a project that's about to be amazing.
Now, Tiana Taylor, I don't know. Tiana Taylor, I can't wait. I think out of all those, I'm such a big Tiana Taylor fan. Not even just her music, but her personality, but her music especially. Sure. I vibed her last album so much, and she seems so excited about this album. And it was so funny because in previous interviews, you've seen her say, you know, when she was under Kanye, she was waiting for her chance to shine. And he kept saying, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. And she does music. And then he threw her in that Fade video, which is not music, it's dancing.
Right.
But that was the thing. Like you said, Kanye is very smart at marketing. That shooted her, and then she dropped that album.
He knew where to put. He knew where to put.
Exactly. So on an interview with Tiana Taylor and Wendy Williams not too long ago, she was talking about her album. They're like, when is it gonna come out? She's like, I don't know. She's like, whenever he drops it. She's like, well, it's finished now, isn't it? It's finished. But you could see how much she trusted in Kanye at this point. She's like, I don't know, but when it does, it's gonna be great. She didn't even know when it was gonna drop.
So am I the only one who don't think Tiana Taylor can really sing though?
Yeah.
I think that I'm like, I honestly think that I'm like one of those ones who think like, okay, maybe we just like Tiana Taylor for Tiana Taylor, the purpose of who Tiana Taylor is. She always been that star. Like she always was. Like she's famous for being famous. If that makes any sense. Like it's the wildest thing ever. Like, but I'm not really. I haven't heard anything from her to make me be like, oh shit, new Tiana Taylor dropping. Gotta hear it. Like you know what I'm saying.
Honestly. I dig Tiana Taylor on a Pacific level because like all the way back from like when she was like signed to Star Trek and stuff like that. Like that was like, you know, my introduction to her, and I've always been like into her. I liked her vibe and everything like that. So I do say she's not one of a strong singer. She knows how to handle her voice and what it is because it has a more of a deeper tone.
Yeah.
But she's not like a super heavy singer like that. She's not like a Beyonce or anything like that, but she can't hold her own. You know what I mean? And I will say that about her. I don't know how you guys feel about her rapping. A little bit.
I think she's fine at it. I think she's maybe a better singer than she is
for sure
rapping, and I'd rather see her sing than rap as well. But I do agree what you say. She's not one of those voices that
she doesn't have that heavy.
And
you know what I mean?
maybe because I listen to her, I would be able to pick her voice out. But I don't know if everybody else would really be able to hear a song and be like, "That's Tiana Taylor." But I have seen a video of her on Instagram where she sings, you know, a cappella, and she was amazing. So let me just put that to rest. That you know that she does have a good voice.
I'll tell you who does have a great voice. That boy Kid Cudi, and I'm super excited.
Oh,
the fact that him and Ye is working.
That is gonna be crazy. Out of all of them, I think that one because. Man, Kid Cudi, I just know some of his music is so different and such a creative mind, you can just tell. And I feel like the both of them together is like.
Will it be another love? Will it be another 808s and Heartbreaks? That's what I'm thinking because Cudi knows how to hone in on emotion. Like he knows how to like really bring out emotion on a song. He knows how to touch the emotional side of an artist. So I really can't wait. Like you know, Cudi had his experiences. He was going through. He was working with a lot of depression issues. And he was had drug issues and stuff of that nature too. And he found himself finding a good space out of that, and he's back happy. But then Kanye is going through his issues, you know, and he openly told, you know what I'm saying, sort of said that he told Ebro that he was going through an addiction with opiates. Is that right? Right, opiates. So and he kind of fell off the face of the earth because he was going through depression.
Yeah.
So I think those two together, I think it's going to either be something amazing or it's going to be something that's going to have me in my car crying for 30 years. So I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, that we got something great out of that, and I hope they continue to do more work together in the near future.
And wasn't it, they also had a little falling out, Kanye and Cudi. So,
really?
You know what I mean, all that ties into that too, you know what I mean? So, for sure, that's definitely.
Hey, in the comments, what do you guys think if you're excited for this new Kanye, and out of all of his projects, would you have Kid Cudi, Tiana Taylor, Pusha T, himself, and Nas? Which one are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments.
I think Victor said Cudi and Yeezy collab is their best thing that happened to this.
Yes.
Yoga pants. That's hilarious. Shout out to you. Drado said that Tiana Taylor's rap is trash, but she is a great performer.
Yes.
So
I mean, the performance part.
yeah, he said she's a great performer. He said her rap is doo doo, and he also said that Pusha T is a great artist. He said that he also did a good job on Mercy with Kanye as well.
Yeah.
So shout out to my dog. Shout out to everybody in the comments, man, who are definitely leaving the comments. We definitely appreciate it.
Yo, speaking of Ebro though, man, this man said some stuff on Twitter about Kanye. And he said that this dude can't out real Jay-Z, can't out truth J. Cole, can't out rap Kendrick, can't out hit Drake.
So but where did that stem from? Like, where?
First of all, when did he start throwing out heat? I've never known him for like stirring, you know. Stirring it up.
But I believe it. See it all right. So let's get right into it. Kanye been tweeting. That's all.
Yeah.
That's where it started from. Kanye tweeting.
It started, and it's just like it's like Twitter vomit at this point.
Yeah. Kanye has been going crazy. So y'all, it's still on Twitter right now. Everybody, you can throw a dart and land right wherever you want, and you will still
You're gonna see whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it all.
You don't
It's
see
right
anything
there.
crazy. So it started when Kanye, he made a statement that him and Charlamagne has one of the best interviews of all time, and he made he threw his old phrase when he went to on Tay Tay and told her like, no disrespect, but Beyonce had the best video of all time. He told that to Ebro, like, yeah, no disrespect to you, Ebro, but me and Charlamagne got the best interview of all time. And that's kind of where the shade
I don't even remember this interview.
Yeah, well, it's not out yet. It's not out yet.
Wait.
Yeah.
So it's an upcoming interview with Charlamagne?
Yes. Charlamagne and Kanye has an interview that's on the way. Some platform offered them $10 million. So that Kanye made a tweet saying maybe we should sit on it. Like, let's wait. Let's see if we can get $100 million for it.
I feel like he's sitting on so much right now.
For sure.
So that's something else. And Charlamagne actually made like a comment, but he didn't mention that he had an interview with him. He kind of just stated like, yeah, I met up with Kanye West. He played me some of the music, and it sounds good. He was telling me about a few things that he's going through. I can't wait for y'all to hear him talk. But he never mentioned that he had an interview with him. So that's super dope.
Yeah.
But I think that I think it's just salt, man. I think Ebro a little salty because Kanye, he out there and he made the shot that Charlamagne got the interview. That's gonna be the one. That's gonna be something crazy, and you don't like. So deal with it, type deal.
Yeah.
So I think that, and then you look a little bit more into it. Ebro got his team of people who rocks with him. He got Peter Rosenberg and a few others from Hot 97. They were backing him up as well, saying that it wasn't going to be the best interview of all time. And he's like Peter Rosenberg said something along the lines of, I'm willing to bet this won't be the greatest interview ever. Like, so just a lot of salt, man.
Yeah, all I gotta say is like Kanye West and Charlamagne, what more do you expect than two people saying it's gonna be the best interview?
Right, man.
And you're really gonna try to argue with that? It's like arguing with a wall, like at that point. So I think he's just trying to steal a little bit of some clout.
Definitely. And then I think Kanye's in a position right now where he can say something so fast to make you feel like, okay, cool, I'm rocking with him, and that very next tweet, it'll be something like, I'm not rocking with this dude, bro. Like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Like, he had I think it was like 27 million followers at a point.
Yeah.
And then one simple tweet, he dropped down 10 million followers.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So
Who, Kanye?
yes.
Oh.
Yes. Like, just off the strength alone, because he was tweeting all these tweets, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was rocking with the fact that, like, oh yeah, Kanye's doing, like, Kanye's back at it.
You know what tweet it probably was?
What?
It was the Donald Trump tweet.
It was probably the
definitely
damn Donald Trump tweet.
Donald Trump. Like, yeah, it was a Donald Trump tweet. He basically was saying that, you know what I'm saying, they home.
He said you don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can make me not love him. We both are dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything. anyone does that makes us individuals, and we have the right to independent thought.
And sad to say, I agree with that.
No, and I do, and I think everyone's maybe taking it the wrong way. I think what he's saying is that he's trying to be an all like loving person, which is like, I feel like that's just the state he's in, that he doesn't hate anyone, that he just loves everyone. And for him to say that they both have dragon energy, I think that's correct. I think they're both hotheads, if that's what he's trying to say. And then that is absolutely right, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but this is the effing president, so this is a whole separate topic, Kanye.
And I think that's just like one of those situations where everybody just wants to be against Donald Trump. So you can say anything, if it sounds remotely close to you vibing with Trump or anything of that nature, people are going to be like, "Oh, I'm not fucking with him no more. I'm not. We're not with that situation." But like, if you listen more so what he's saying, then you would possibly agree with it. Like, like all he's saying is basically like, look, I don't agree with his terms. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with the dude, all what he's doing, but some of the things that he stands for, I agree with. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with having that opinion. There's nothing wrong with you being an individual. Like, it's certain things that people out here like that I don't like. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You have to respect that decision and keep it pushing. But it's Kanye, man, and what you gonna do about it? He said a lot, bro. He also made comments about Jordan, him outselling Jordan. Man, Kanye is on one like right now. Man.
Yeah,
Super on one.
Yeah. Shout out to my girl AJ. She said that people are overreacting to this whole Kanye situation with him tweeting. And she also said he had lost a lot of followers so far. Yeah, man. It's looking real bad for you. It ain't looking bad.
It never looks bad for him. This is all such good PR. You said he's a marketing genius. He knows exactly what he's doing. This is crazy, Kanye. You know what? I'm happy for him because I feel like he is more of himself when he is out here on Twitter like that.
He also said on Twitter about Obama being in office for 8 years and did nothing to Chicago.
Say that one more time.
He tweeted and said Obama was in office for 8 years and nothing in Chicago was changed.
See,
that is some straight shit.
It's like one of those ones where you go like, okay, if I know y'all ain't fucking with Donald Trump, so y'all really ain't gonna fuck with this. And I'm really gonna say some shit that's really about to, I'm about to get under y'all skin for real. So it's a fucked up situation because it's like one of those situations where your cousin and you know he fucked up out here, but you just don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to talk about it because he's still my cousin. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Kanye kind of broke that wall was like, Obama didn't do. You know, everybody looking at him like, bro, that's Obama. You don't go against Obama. You don't go against the grain on Obama. You don't do that. So it's just crazy. So I'm excited to see where Kanye going with this, man. I'm super excited. I can't wait, man. I think it's gonna be super dope, man.
I think speaking a little bit on Trump, speaking of presidency, a couple of days ago it went pretty viral that there has been pictures of Kanye, almost like political ones all around New York, pretty much voting for him for, I think it's like election 2024. So if we remember, he did mention that he said, Kanye for president. And I don't know if that's maybe something he put up, probably a lot of fans, but a lot of fans I feel like are feeding off of it, and they're even like just posting posters everywhere around New York with Kanye's face on it.
Kanye for president.
I don't know.
Would you vote for Kanye for president is the real question.
In the comments below, would y'all comment? Let us know.
Let us know what you feel about
that.
Would
you vote for? Do you really feel like Kanye can be president? Like, y'all think this for real? Me personally, no. I would never vote for Kanye to be my president. Never.
No, I say if we don't like Trump, then I don't want another Trump because I know, because they're tweeting at each other too. They're fueling each other's fire. They're hyping each other up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It's gonna be a whole lot worse, man. I think it's just more so people.
I don't know.
Kanye for president. That's a sticky one. We're gonna have a dope ass.
Oprah for president.
We're gonna definitely have a dope ass.
I know earlier
inauguration. And
you were
shit.
saying Oprah for president.
Oh yeah,
so-
Oprah for president.
I don't think Oprah should run for president. I think certain people are good at what they're doing because they're in that position. I think once they get put into another position, they're gonna suck ass. Like for instance, like Magic Johnson. Like Magic Johnson was a great NBA player.
He was.
But y'all don't remember him being a fucking coach because he was trash. Like because he didn't last long. He got up out of there. That's why it's a lot of great players who were in the league who became coaches and weren't that great. And then there's also players who were in the league who weren't that good but became coaches and turned out to be like Steve Kerr. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain positions that you're in, you're good at them. So don't think because you're good in this position, you can be in another position and be great because it's not. I'm personally for. I don't want no celebrity to be my president.
I don't want any more celebrities
I don't
anymore.
want no celebrity to be my president.
No, I don't
personally.
either.
I think that we need to tighten up this whole president election.
Yeah, the qualifications
So
We gotta do
must
something
never
about
have been
this.
in a screenplay.
So, all right. So, Misty Lattimore, she says Kanye is controversial, but he's very intelligent. So why not? Because he's very emotional. That's why I personally think if Kanye was the president, I think any little thing. Fam, hold on, fam.
Oh
These are the best bombs in the United States. These is the best bombs in the world, fam. I could blow up the whole world right now. All I gotta do is press the button, fam.
But how?
Don't believe me?
I agree with Missy is saying as far as him being intelligent. I feel like I was saying earlier when we were discussing it, I feel like that he would have some good presidential views or will maybe lead things in a good direction for certain things.
Right.
But also I feel like he would be like you said, he would explode if something
Yeah.
is not going his way.
He's
he
not a
would-
stable person, and he just got out of he's not a stable person, and I don't think that person is. If they're not stable, they're not reliable.
Definitely.
Nope.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You got too much going on, man. Like Kanye, I'm not trying to give you the stick to playing basketball, Carl. But like, bro, like I said before, it's certain things that we're good at, and it's certain things that we should just stick to doing. Like, all right, bro, I'm not saying like, yeah, you only destined to do music, but like that's a whole country, bro. Like you run a label, like run a label first. You feel me? Like run your label. Like,
Which it seems like he's having problems because he said he even just recently fired his manager. He fired his lawyer, he said, I wanted my lawyer to work full time and he didn't want to, so I fired him and then hired a CEO and a CFO of Yeezy.
Yeah.
Which like we had even mentioned, like how much of Yeezy does he even own?
He said nobody can manage him.
yeah.
Nobody can manage him. I believe that.
I agree.
I'd hate to manage him, honestly.
I agree with that. Scooter's a great manager though, so he definitely gonna land on his feet. But I just look at it from perspective of like I said, yeah, like overall, like bro, that's a terrible monster to deal with. That power is something crazy. Like you can't if somebody's trying to tell you, all right, bro, you gotta, all right, hey Kanye, we having a whole team of people telling you, hey yo, listen, like we gotta do this, and he like, nah, fam, I ain't feeling none of that, fam. I'm not doing it. I'm doing this, like, and then you just like. It's not a good look it's just not a good look. And then you already see the hassle. Imagine though, all the hassle that we gave Donald Trump, right? Like a lot of people don't rock with Donald Trump. A lot of people got the most negative shit to say about Donald Trump. Imagine how people gonna have to say about this man Kanye West, bro.
That's just exhausting.
It's gonna be bad, man. And I just think that, you know what I'm saying, everybody should just don't focus in on who it is, but more so what they stand for. And that's how you should catch a vote. See, I'm not the most political person in the world, but I do got some type of
insight.
You feel me? Yeah. So, hey, we got 1 minute left to wrap this on up. Do anybody have any type of information on what y'all got going on for the week to come or anything of that nature?
I don't know, but in 2 weeks I have my birthday coming up.
okay.
So it's on May 6th.
May
That
6th.
meance I get to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, which is like even better to celebrate. So
You getting tired?
a little bit some tequila.
What you got going on, bro?
I don't have much, man. I just have to continue doing my podcast stuff that's going on. The Perfect Triangle. Check us out on iTunes. The Culture Club, of course, and that's about it for real, for the most part, right now.
In the beginning of May, I'm gonna be doing something with my crew to Session, Ohio. We're
lit.
going
Ooh.
to Michigan to shoot a special project.
Going to where?
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. Interesting.
So we're going to be shooting some special things with the Session Ohio there. There's some stuff we got coming up called April Showers Bring May Flowers.
Oh, love
Just
it.
leave it at that.
Okay.
But we're definitely shooting some things.
That's what's up. That sounds super dope.
Yeah, sounds
Stay
like a
tuned
lot
to
of
the
fun.
Session Ohio. Follow that, the Session Ohio, at all social medias.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So
And for those out there who are tuned in, man, if y'all have anything that y'all would like to add on to what we provide here on the Culture Club,
Yes.
please feel free, man, to shoot us a DM.
For sure.
Comment here on the Q brand. We would definitely love to have your insight. If you have any type of merchandise you would like to promote, we would definitely love to work with you as well. All you got to do is holler at us in the comments or on the Q brand inbox, whatever the case may be. Holler at my dog Will Blake. Always a
Get
good
it.
thing. We'd love to have you guys. And as we wrap this show up, I think it's safe to say I'm Crisis.
Anastasia.
that's your boy Smooth.
And this is the Culture Club. You dig?